Welcome back to Conspiracy Theories and Chill. This week on Conspiracy Theories and Chill, we're going to discuss the Illuminati, what the Illuminati is, how they control the world, and what their agenda is. What the Illuminati basically is an interconnected web of the richest and most powerful people in the world. The people who actually run things, not just in this country, but throughout the entire world. Hidden and behind the scenes, these powerful men believe themselves to be in possession of all the secret and sacred information of this world and the supernatural. Knowing and understanding that knowledge is power, these men have kept this information away from humanity for their own use and benefit. They believe that they are the only ones worthy of this information and the power that comes from it, so they keep it to themselves. And that's even where the name Illuminati comes from. They claim to hold the true information of the world and therefore are the illuminated ones. The core of the Illuminati's belief systems are Luciferian. The Illuminati believe that Lucifer is actually the hero of the Bible and that he wants to enlighten and empower humanity. They believe that Lucifer wants to teach them how they can become gods themselves and rule on the earth. I feel like it's important at this point to state, since so much of the Illuminati is centered on faith and the supernatural, that it's not really important whether or not you believe what they believe is true. What is important is they do believe it, and they have gained power and control over you and this entire world. Therefore, what they believe affects you whether you believe it or not. After all, don't they say that the greatest trick that the devil ever pulled was convincing the world that he didn't exist? They'd rather you didn't believe. It helps them. As a matter of fact, as we'll get into more later on, their agenda is to kill most of us off. They see most of humanity as nothing more than parasites that have gotten out of control and are wasting their resources. They believe themselves to be gods of the earth and that we are lesser beings meant only to be their slaves. The Illuminati is real and it has been around for hundreds of years. The earliest records of it would be in Bavaria in 1776, when their manifesto was discovered and turned over to the king. Once they were discovered for what they really were, the organization was driven underground. After being driven underground, the Illuminati began to infiltrate secret societies. Today, the Illuminati is connected through an intertwined web of secret societies such as Skull and Bones, the Freemasons, the Jesuits, the Rosicrucians, and many more. And hiding within these secret societies, they have grown their power and influence and now control nearly every aspect of your daily life. They own all of the media and entertainment, controlling everything you're exposed to. Everything you see on TV and read about in the newspaper, they had control of the narrative. They decided what you did and didn't need to know. They chose your information for you and then neatly packaged it, complete with telling you how to feel about it. They even control nearly all of your entertainment and use it to program you to be a good and unquestioning slave. They own and control most of the world's banking systems and governments. And they're using all of this influence and power that they have accumulated to move the world towards their final agenda of a one-world government, or as they like to refer to it, a new world order.
It is a big idea, a new world order.
But what kind of new world order are they really trying to create? And the answer to that is a one-world government. No more sovereign nations with their own laws, customs, and beliefs, but a global one-world government ruling over all with one global currency and only one religion. And that one-world religion will be the Catholic faith, which has always just been Satanism masquerading as Christianity. There will be no more diversity, no more variety, no more freedom. The world would be under complete control. And unfortunately, it just gets worse from there. Etched into the Georgia Guidestones in 14 different languages is what many consider to be the Illuminati's final plans for humanity. The odd monument has 10 things etched into it. Most of them seem pretty innocent. If you read them from the bottom up, it doesn't start to get scary till you get to the end of the list. I'll go ahead and read you what's etched into this monument. Number 10 is be not a cancer on the earth. Leave room for nature. Leave room for nature. Number 9 is prize truth, beauty, love, seeking harmony with the infinite. Number 8 is balance personal rights with social duties. Number 7 is avoid petty laws and useless officials. Number 6 says let all nations rule internally, resolving external disputes in a world court. Number 5 says protect people and nations with fair laws and just courts. Number 4 says to rule with passion, faith, tradition, and all things with tempered reason. And now's where it starts to get weird. Number 3 is unite humanity with a new living language. Number 2 is guide reproduction wisely, improving fitness and diversity. But the one that really gets people's red flags up is number 1, which says maintain humanity under 500 million in perpetual balance with nature. As most of you know, the current population of Earth is close to 8 billion people, which means to hit their goal of 500 million, a lot of us, most of us, would have to die. After they get rid of most of us, the world will be split into sectors, and those left alive as workers and slaves will be divided and placed into them. You will be told where you can and cannot go. All resources will be divided by the government. You will be told what you get and how much you get of it. In their new world order, we would become nothing more than servants and slaves to the ruling class, who plan to live as gods ruling upon the earth. And that's what they mean by a new world order. This plot is real, and this power is in place. And even though they've been ran through super secret societies, truth has slipped out, whether it's been by those in power that tried to warn us, or examples such as this hidden camera footage that Alex Jones obtained from Bohemian Grove, a resort where super rich and powerful men and world leaders, including presidents, go to do ceremonies such as this cremation of care from this video.
Time malevolence which would pursue us here has lost its power under these friendly trees. So shall we burn thee once again this night, and in the flames that eat thine effigy, we shall read the sign, Midsummer sets us free. Ye shall burn me once again. Not with these flames, which hither ye have brought from regions where I reign. Ye fools and priests, I spit upon your fire. Wow. Great son of all mortal wisdom, Owl of Bohemia, we beseech thee, grant us thy counsel. O great Owl of Bohemia, we thank thee for thy adjuration.
That particular ceremony is they're burning an effigy of Moloch, that's the big owl, and he's going to take away all their care or concern for all the evil things they've done over the course of the year. He washes that all away. There's also been footage obtained of the Skull and Bones initiation ritual, which I'll show you here.
Ron Rosenbaum is a journalist who writes for the New York Observer. He secretly filmed an initiation ceremony from the top of a building near the Skull and Bones headquarters. Members of the order dress up as the devil, the Pope, and a kind of Don Quixote character. The Pope wears a white monogrammed slipper which rests upon a stone skull. Each initiate is led into a chamber where fellow members shout obscenities and abuse the new initiate. The initiates are told that they are superior beings and are part of a privileged elite who use war, terror, and famine to control Earth's human population. This callous philosophy was illustrated in the Hollywood movie Skulls, made in 1999.
And that's very common for the Illuminati to sprinkle truth throughout entertainment. They love to put the truth right out in front of you, and they mock you with Hollywood, sprinkling truth here and there throughout different movies, telling you the truth while making it look ridiculous at the same time. And not only do they love to do that, it desensitizes people, and makes you think that the Illuminati is something ridiculous from movies and not something from real life or something that could ever happen in reality. The Illuminati is extremely complex, and we barely scratched the surface today. But I think we gave you a good intro as to what the Illuminati is and what their agenda is. I definitely recommend looking into it further and going deeper into their writings of the Illuminati, the different people like Albert Pike, Adam Weishaupt. There was heavy influences like from Aleister Crowley. There's a lot of different things to look into in the Illuminati, a lot of different areas. It's really the big one. Everything kind of hinges around it. It's the center control structure. But that'll do it for today's episode of Conspiracy Theories and Chill. Thank you guys so much for watching.